Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Dina Hype coming back to you guys with a brand new video, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. In today's video, what you guys are going to be seeing is this is a topic that I did not think was going to be coming up ever, and I mean ever. Apparently, if you guys do not know, David Vonderhaar is the guy behind the Treyarch games whenever it comes to the Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4. Black Ops 4 is the recent Call of Duty game that he was the creation, the mind behind, I guess you would say. And what is going on right now is David Vonderhaar has been kind of going silent and coming back, going back and forth on Twitter and or Instagram. And right now what's going on is there's talk about, is he even going to be with Treyarch much longer, or is he going to be kind of the mind behind what is going to be going on with Black Ops 5. Now, there was a tweet that I saw earlier today where he was kind of talking about what has been going on with his past, and to kind of summarize what he was saying, he basically was saying that the only games that he was actually proud of and really got to put all his effort into was Black Ops 2 and then Blackout here and Black Ops 4. Those are the only two games that he really got to put all his effort and time into. Everything else wasn't really him. That was more of other people kind of telling him what he cannot do, and other people giving their kind of input on what they should do with the game. Now, there's going to be a link down in the description with all the information that we're going to be covering in today's video. So this article kind of covers the fact of David Vonderhaar casting his doubt on his Call of Duty future in cryptic statements. So we're going to go ahead and get straight on into this. So if you guys going to enjoy, do not forget to go ahead and drop a like. And also, if you guys are brand new to the channel and want to go ahead and stay up to date with all the content that I post here, you guys can hit that subscribe button and make sure you guys hit that little notification bell so you guys are notified the second I post. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight on into things. Now, to kind of start off here, it says David Vonderhaar, Treyarch's longtime studio design director, has left members of the Call of Duty community scratching their heads after he posted a number of now deleted tweets hinting that he could be taking a step away from Call of Duty. Now, for many COD fans, Vonderhaar has been the unofficial face of the Treyarch, and in particular, the highly touted Black Ops series for a number of years, but that could be set to change as the 46-year-old says he was asked to disconnect himself from the franchise. Now, tweeting from the conclusion of the CWO Championship for Black Ops 4, Vonderhaar said, and I quote, "I was asked by someone I respect to disconnect my day-to-day with the Call of Duty world I was a part of. I respect that. It makes sense. Before I go, good luck to the Call of Duty World League esports heroes." Quote. So, kind of what is going on is there's just like all this kind of theories of people are saying, what is going on? Is Activision basically kicking him out, saying, we don't want you anymore? Is he actually just not wanting to be with Call of Duty anymore? Does he want to take a break? Is he trying to do something different with his, I guess you could say, his job? Does he want to try something different other than just being in charge of Call of Duty Black Ops games? Does he want to do something different? So moving on here with the article, it says here, the statement has sparked a great deal of speculation. Some fans, including Scotty KNG on Reddit, believe that the tweet is simply an indication that David Vonderhaar will be separating his Call of Duty work from his personal life and Twitter person on a moving forward. He also says here, and I quote, "I get the impression he isn't going to be talking COD on his personal Twitter anymore," quote, said the Redditor in a thread about this tweet. It also says, quote, "keep work and his personal life separate." So right now, what he's trying to do is, he has a lot of stuff going on with Call of Duty when it comes to Black Ops 4, and what he's trying to do is just keep everything separate. He doesn't want to make everybody know him just as the Call of Duty guy. He wants people to know him as David Vonderhaar. He wants people to just see him as he can do more than just create a Black Ops game. He can go and make other stuff happen. He can go into other fields when it comes to gaming and try to make something different, try to make more stuff that you will actually be intrigued by. Now, moving on here, it says here, others have mused that it could actually be a sign that his work with Treyarch, or at least with Call of Duty, might be coming to an end, that Black Ops 4 was his last COD title with the company. Now, moving on here, it also says, and I quote, "I believe it's one of two options," says against the current on Reddit. Now, it says here, quote, "Vaughn is being dramatic, and him being disconnected from Call of Duty world means his unnecessary tweets will stop." That is theory A. Now, theory B is Treyarch asked him to step down for some undisclosed reason. I believe it's this option. Believe how ridiculous Treyarch has become, and this would be far-fetched. So let me know in the comments. That's going to be a question for you guys to answer. Do you guys think theory A or theory B? Do you think it's theory A where Vonderhaar is just saying, look, I need some time to myself. I want to just step away. I want to try other things. I want to just take a small little break and just see what happens? Or do you guys think it's theory B, and do you think that Treyarch is basically just saying, get out, we don't want you anymore, go do something else, we don't care what you do, as long as it's not here? Now, moving on here, Vonderhaar's tweets didn't stop there, though he went on to give props to Ryan Fwiz, Wyatt, Hector Hex Rodriguez, and Mike Hastro Rafael in a follow-up post stating that competitive Call of Duty would never have reached its current heights without them. It also says here, quote, let's be clear, this is actually his exact tweet, word by word, quote, let's be clear about something he said, Fwiz, Hastro, Hex, and many more. None of this exists without those pioneers beating up on my inbox. Good shit, guys. Be proud right now. It's a straight-up honor to know you all. Quote. Now, moving on here, Charlie Intel shared yet another tweet from Vonderhaar that was also deleted some hours later, where he again reflected on COD's competitive esports journey. It also says here, and I quote, this is coming directly from his tweet, we have come a long way. I can't help myself in this exact second. I just don't care about what it costs anymore. We did a thing together. It sucked. It was awesome. Pat yourself on the back. Now, moving on here, if you guys do not know, E United won CWO COD Champs 2019. Round of applause for them. Good job. I was kind of rooting for Optic Gaming. They didn't win. RIP to them. But moving on with kind of what is going on with the COD community, David Vonderhaar was kind of tweeting and just saying congratulations to E United. He was kind of hinting at things. He was trying to stay under the radar. And this is where it kind of broke out. Now, David Vonderhaar is seen by many Call of Duty esports players and fans as being instrumental in helping the scene to blow up during the Black Ops 2 season, thanks to his hands on in front facing approach to competitive COD. It also says an approach that he has carried into Treyarch's future titles. Now, the popular developer has also been heavily involved in the community management side of things for the games he has helped build. He was posting regularly to Twitter and Reddit to respond to concerns and questions from casual fans and competitive players alike. However, he has become progressively less active on social media during Black Ops 4 lifespan. After some fans expressed concerns about him following his initial tweets, Vonderhaar clarified that he is fine and stated, I'm in the best place I've been in years. Now, from the exact tweet, it comes from a guy named Brandon, and he says, and I quote, man, I love you, and sometimes you talk real sad. I hope you're doing well, and maybe you should think about talking to someone. Mental health is super important, quote. And Vonderhaar then did reply saying, quote, hey, that's kind of you to think of me. I'm in the best place I've been in years. Sorry to alarm you, quote. Now, since the tweets actually went out, David has been bombarded with support and gratefulness from Call of Duty fans and members of the competitive scene who have appreciated his straight shooting and open approach to the game development over the years. Now, this tweet here is coming directly from Mike Rafael or Hastro, and it says here, and I quote, so many careers, lives, and friendships were made possible when you decided to take a chance on helping us advance forever. Indebted to you, my friend, quote. Moving on, Vanilla Gorilla on Twitter summarized the sentiments of many Call of Duty players, suggesting that the community will always view Vonderhaar as one of the most important figures in the franchise's history. Now, he also went on in the tweet to say, and I quote, the COD community is a passionate one, sometimes in all the wrong ways, but in the end, if they were to ever gonna make a Mount Rushmore for Call of Duty, David Vonderhaar is head, would be on it. Black Ops 2 is what got me into COD, and still is my #1 COD ever. Either way, thank you, quote. After a day full of mysterious tweets, Vonderhaar signed off for the night with one final cryptic post, and he ended up saying, and I quote, starve the ego, feed the soul, good night, and thanks for all the fish, quote. Now, not really many people know what that means. If you guys know what that means or what he's talking about, let me know. But moving on here, it says, it hasn't been an easy year for Treyarch. In June, Kotaku released a report on the development of Black Ops 4, where they claimed that many members of the development team were unhappy with working conditions and the direction that the game was going in. In July, it was reported that the veteran developer Jason Blundell has been fired from Treyarch, a report from Treyarch or Activision that they had denied. We've already covered that in the past. The video is probably on my channel somewhere. You guys can go back and find it. That's about a 2-month or 1 to 2 month old video. So just kind of brief you guys on what happened. Treyarch Activision did fire Jason Blundell for reasons that I guess he was drinking after hours, and he just was coming into work and just being a complete mess. So that happened. Jason Blundell, yes, he was, I guess, fired. And now, right now, that is being talked about is David Vonderhaar also being fired? Is Treyarch basically just running their company into the ground? Now, moving on here, it says here, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, developed by Infinity Ward, will be the next installment in the incredibly popular COD franchise. The highly anticipated game is due to release on October 25th, 2019, and competitive Call of Duty will be moving forward to a franchise model for 2020, and Treyarch is not going to be involved in the development of Modern Warfare. So many of Vonderhaar's tweets could well be nothing more than nostalgia about how far COD as an esport has come in recent years. However, the first statement does appear to suggest that he could be less involved in everything COD related, at least publicly moving forward. Now, what disconnecting from COD on a day-to-day basis really means for Treyarch legend remains a mystery for the time being. Now, other than that, that's everything for the actual article. A couple things I want to go ahead and just point out, just little things that I kind of have questions to ask. Number one, if David Vonderhaar is leaving Treyarch, could this mean that they're going to be just abandoning Treyarch's games? Because if you guys look at the way the game is going, so many things have been happening. Jason Blundell leaves. Zombies has no longer really been getting updated. Nothing really cool has been going on. And then David Vonderhaar dips out. The multiplayer side of things has just not really been there. The game's been boring. It just hasn't been what we expected, I guess you could say. And then whenever you look at the way of just the employees saying that the work experience in there or just the environment is not what they want to work in. So it's almost like Treyarch Studios is just their whole entire company is just getting ran into the ground. It's Activision trying to destroy Treyarch. Are they trying to make them no longer something that they work with? Does Activision not want to work with Treyarch? Because if you look at the video games that they have made with Black Ops 1, 2, 3, and 4, those have been the most popular games over the past couple years, if I do not mistake myself. So, if they try to just make it to where Sledgehammer Games right now, they basically said, you guys are done, forget about it. They threw away their game, Treyarch is in charge now. Whenever you look at Modern Warfare, they have, or Infinity Ward, they have Modern Warfare coming up. So there's that game that they're going to be making. And then whenever you look at what Treyarch is going to have to do next year with Call of Duty in 2020, what is the game going to be like? Is it going to be a fun, exciting game? Is it going to be something that's just kind of boring, I guess you could call it? Is it going to be something that is going to be actually fun? Is David Vonderhaar going to be back for that time? One theory I do have, and I do want to kind of ask you guys, do you think that David Vonderhaar could be going to work with Infinity Ward? It could be a possibility. You never know. It's just something that I kind of thought about just as I was kind of reading this stuff. That's kind of a theory I have. Could David Vonderhaar be leaving to go to another company? Other than that, that's really all the information that I have for you guys. That's all my questions for you guys. Let me know in the comments answers to anything that I asked you guys. If you guys want to answer, feel free. But other than that, hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy. If you did enjoy today's video, do not forget to go ahead and drop a like. So it's much appreciated if you do so. And also, if you guys are brand new to the channel, want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, feel free to do so. Make sure you guys hit that little notification bell next to the subscribe button so you guys are notified the second I post. And also, if you guys want to go ahead and follow me on any of my social medias, links to all my social medias are down in the description. If you guys want to go ahead and check out my sponsors and help support me, links to all my sponsors are down there, so feel free to click them and make sure you guys use the codes at the websites to get you some discounts at any of the websites. And also, if you guys want to rep the Hype Nation merch, link to my merch store is down there in the description, so feel free to check it out. But without further ado, guys, it's been your boy Dina Hype. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.